Have you ever felt like your voice was taken away or like you were trapped and didn't know how to speak your truth? I know that feeling and went through an experience, and I'm going to share that story of how I found the confidence to speak up and how then I was able to be seen, heard, and valued, not just in that relationship, but in everywhere else in my life. Hi, I'm Amy Elizabeth, your energy evolution mentor, and I am here to make spirituality simple. Thank you for joining me for this very personal story that feels really hard to share. I don't know why it's so hard to share, because my friend group would tell you that I'm like the most confident person in the group and always have been, even when I was married. But this is about my divorce. The story of me finding my voice, speaking my truth, and finding my worth and my value was how I learned to also live more authentically. And I think in this day and age, it can be challenging. Whether you want to say that we're in toxic relationships or we have a lot of toxicity around us and we participate in it, and that can lead to us dimming our light and not speaking up for what we really want. That's part of what's feeding into the victim consciousness that's happening all across the planet. Whether it's in relationships or it's just in your work or it's in your everyday life, how you speak to yourself. When I was married, I had a very difficult relationship with my ex-husband. First, want to name that I'm so grateful for him because he was my greatest teacher. And it always takes the most difficult relationships to sharpen your sword in all the ways necessary in order for you to do and be the person that you really want to become in the world. And for me, I want to be even more powerful and the very best version of myself. So I thank him very much. And I honor the time that we shared together. And I also recognize that I will never, ever be treated like that again. And I will never dim my light. And I will never not allow myself to be heard in any relationship. One of the things that occurred throughout my marriage was me speaking up and then feeling like, whether it's my perception or it's true, feeling like I wasn't being heard, and that every time my voice would get louder, there would be an external force that would come and dominate and almost put like a blanket over me to where I couldn't speak. And to the point of where I was getting sick often, very often. And sore throats, laryngitis, other kinds of really supernatural kinds of things that would occur. And then it just turned into me losing lots of weight and feeling very meek, small, and unable to take care of myself, and almost to the point of being dependent on this person, because that's where the energy was taking me. And I was allowing it. And I fully honor that I was allowing it. I had asked for a divorce multiple times throughout our relationship and was not heard. And it wasn't until I started using the tool of singing that I gained my power, and I could really fully embody my truth and my voice and speak into what I desired, which was having and being separated forever. And what happened was somebody sent me, you guys are going to think this is so cheesy, somebody sent me the Shallow song. So thank God for Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, because I loved singing Bradley Cooper's part. And I got it at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was before my work day. And I sang that song over and over and over and over again until my voice just grew so loud and I was belting the highest range and the lowest range. And it was like I didn't even know that force of nature, that intensity was inside me, and it was just waiting to be channeled. It was waiting to be heard, to be seen, to be validated. And this is what you get to have too. And there are multiple tools out there to open up and empower you in asking for what you need. So after that, I decided to book voice lessons. And then once I started taking regular voice lessons, I started to ask for little things that I needed, and they started showing up. As the queen of manifestation and somebody who's able to ask for something in the universe and then it'd come, I didn't understand why during this time period things were not happening in my favor. And I understood that my energetic vibration was not matched with what I was asking for because I was devaluing myself and truly wasn't believing in the power of what I was asking for, that I could have it based on the nature of the relationship and the space that I was living in, the energy that I was living in. What was so fascinating to me is as I grew and my voice grew and I started singing more and more and more and more, he started staying away from me more and more and more and more. And almost to the point of just didn't want to be near me. And nothing was changing besides the fact that my power was growing and my light was expanding. Then there was that one magical day where the wind blew and it spoke to me and it said, "It's time, dear one." And what was the heaviest sliding glass door in our house in Colorado turned into opening up like a knife through very soft butter. And I went upstairs and I felt the wind at my back and I felt all the unseen guides and assistants with me. And I asked for us to be separated forever. It was in that moment that he broke and finally saw what was actually happening because I was standing in my power in a loving, empathetic, compassionate, yet strong and powerful way. And when you utilize that confidence and you ask for what you need, you do take back your power and you begin to empower yourself. And this is how we get to live on purpose and not be victimized, yet take responsibility and take action for how we get to live life and how we're blessed to receive the gifts from the universe. And so, my friends, I share this story for you, for any of you who have ever felt like you're not being seen, heard, valued in relationship or in relationship to yourself. And for those of you who don't feel like you can ask for what you need, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. Even in the scariest moments, in the darkest of days, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And at this time and day and age of our lives, it's very important for us to start using our voice and speaking our truth and speaking up for what we desire, what we need, what we want, and what we're worthy of, our divine birthright, and claim it. And so, my friends, the moral of this story is use your fucking voice. That's your God-given right. Speak your truth and do it with love, yet do it with conviction. Know what you want. Speak that into existence. That's how we manifest and materialize and concretize the true desires of our heart. I am so grateful that you have watched this video to the end. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak this out because this has not been easy for me. But I'd like to connect to you and I want you to hear and feel my authenticity and my vulnerability. I am here truly to make a community of people who are change agents in the world and who want to be more vulnerable and who want to be their best selves. So please like, subscribe, and share this video if it inspired you, if it motivated you, if it helped you in some kind of way. Comment below, let me know, share with me. I am so grateful to be here so that together we get to live in awe and make our life fucking awesome. Until next time.